go to Kaduna, go to Benue. Everywhere in Nigeria is people are being slaughtered. Today alone, many news coming out from Nigeria. 50 killed, 100 killed, 80 killed, here and there. In Biafra, they sneak and come and go. And after this kind of atrocities against our people, you can't hear it from any politician. The people that you voted, you can't hear it from them. Those who tell you Simon Ekpa is doing, you can't hear it from them. You can't hear it from Okwadike. You cannot hear it from the president of Ohaneze Ndigbo, Iwanyanwu. You can't hear it. I am telling you, they can never ever talk about it. Because it is against those. If they talk, it is against those who gave them power to become where they are today. And they will be hunting them to kill. So, I want to inform Biafrans that on the 29th of this month, you are going to participate in the voting. The voting is going to be online. I know that we may not have space to take everybody, but at least I believe that our Zoom can take up to 1,000 people. Our Zoom can take up to 1,000. So we're expecting every one of you that are watching anywhere on social media. You don't need to come and show your face. You don't need to come with video. Just come to the Zoom and register your presence and be part of this history. Not like what we did last year, in February 28, when we chased the criminals away. We told you that we are voting, giving the vote of no confidence, of which after it is spiritual, you can never ever hear of them again. Today, what is happening? Some of you should understand that this Biafra struggle is something that you can never understand. Today, what is happening? Are they still part of us? The answer is no. Are they still writing counter statement and press release? The answer is no. Are they still making noise? The answer is no. They are fighting each other. Go to South Africa, they are fighting each other, trying to shoot each other on the leg. Because God has scattered them. Now we are moving forward. It is going to happen to the politicians from Biafra land. Believe me, after 29, I am born. We are going to cast spell on them. And after that, it can never remain the same. Things can never remain the same with Ojo Zokalo and Fulani Cabals. He will be captured, he will be arrested, he will be thrown into prison. I am telling you the fact. After 29th, a lot of these politicians will begin to have problems. And they will disappear, and you will never hear of them again. And Biafra will be restored and liberated. I want to thank you very much for believing in what we are doing. I want people to understand that our main priority continues to be the demand of the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and of course, for the restoration of Biafra and the liberation of Biafra. This month is going to be a historic month, like I said. And you know, a lot of history is taking place. A lot is happening. A lot is happening. I want you people to understand that those who are in the highest position in powerful countries are taking notice of what the Biafra Liberation Movement is doing. From the United States, from Israel, even from Russia. They are taking note of what the Biafra Liberation Movement is doing. And let me tell you, what the Biafra Republic government in Exile have done so far, no country that has their government in exile that has achieved the feat that the Biafra Republic government in exile has achieved within a short period of time. I stand to be corrected, and I challenge anybody anywhere in the world to show me other government in exile that have done what we have done within a short period of time. No. And they succeeded and they got their freedom. Today, the activities of the Biafra Republic government in exile is attracting high-profile individuals. even from the White House. So if you are not thinking, then it means that you have a problem. I have a problem. I can never be a problem. All we need from you is a support. Financial support, spiritual support, physical support. Do something when we ask you to do it, and be loyal. That's all. There is nothing else that is needed. Allow the spirit that is piloting this affair, this liberation, to pilot it. Don't continue to constitute nuisance. You have been constituting nuisance for 2 years and nothing is happening, and you cannot continue to do the same thing all over every day, the same thing, without any result. Some people came out, they say all they want to do is to see Simon Ekpa go down. Now once Simon Ekpa go down, every other person that follows him go down. That is the mentality of those Nigerians who thought that when they kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, everything goes down. They failed. And I wonder when they are going to learn. You think that if you bring Simon Ekpa down, every other person that follows him will go down. What will you gain for doing that? And you continue to say you are fighting for Biafra. Nobody is going to be permanent in this particular liberation until Biafra comes. You may be part of us today, and tomorrow you are out without knowing it. So everybody must be very careful what you do in this movement. I am telling you the fact. You must be very, very, very careful what you do. When instruction is not given to you, don't carry it out. When instruction is given to you, you carry it with everything in you. When there is something and I didn't give you instruction or give you go ahead, you go and do it with a motive that you are fighting somebody. You are kicking yourself out of this movement. You are one step out. Just one step. And you will not know when you are going to finally kick yourself out of the movement. I told them, I will be your end in Biafra struggle. I don't need to ask you what is happening today. Have I not been their end? I also told you, I will be somebody that God will use to end Nigeria. Today, Nigeria have not ended. But are you not seeing it? We have been able to succeed in putting Nigeria in a very tight corner. Everybody is now like this, looking for who to swallow after the 29th of May. It is the Biafra liberation movement that brings the confusion that you see today. And we have not even done anything yet. We're not going to stop until our main target is to see Nigeria go down to ashes for our freedom to come. They have committed genocide against our people, and nobody has been tried in Nigeria. And we are not going to fold our arms and see the repeat of Afghanistan to repeat itself again. Do not look at me as a gentleman. I've told you before, when I started this journey, if you look at this face, you'll be deceived. Before you attack me, you must go to your oracles and ask questions. I am telling you the fact. So we are now in a very different phase of the Biafra liberation, that we are not going to take any nonsense from anyone. And we are not going to condone any distraction from anywhere. Listen to instruction and follow it. Listen to directives and follow it. So you don't say, had I known. Because once we kick you out, believe me, the highest thing you can do is you go out to the social media, put up a page, and you begin to make broadcasts. 1 week, 2 weeks, you are gone. Those people that were making broadcasts, where are they today? All of them, where are they? They will still come and do shiki. The one that every time they post Simon Ekpa, this is a criminal, this and that. Where are they today? If they decide to come out again after this night broadcast, because I am mentioning them, they are still not going to last 1 week. You can't. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, you can never destroy this movement. There is nothing you can do for you to succeed in destroying this. We have gone too far. So the highest you can do is to make noise. After 1 week, you are gone. I'm telling you.
Let us go talk about the objective of your struggle and how do you intend to achieve it in practical terms?
In practical terms, it is civil disobedience. The same way that Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. accomplished civil rights.
My colleague AGK had asked whether I was there when this cartel made a negotiation. The answer is yes, I was physically present in a deliberation. We were called as leaders of the private health sector to the headquarters of General Electric, the biggest company in the world, the leading medical company in the world. I was representing the Catholic Medical Practitioners of Nigeria.
He was there live. He did not hear say he was part of it as the Catholic medical professional or whatever representing Nigeria. He was part of this meeting. I want everybody to listen because all these atrocities, they are not hidden. They will come out one day, and this is one of them.
And the Association of General and Private Medical Practitioners of Nigeria, as the committee chairman of the National Health Act, and presiding over this National Health Act public hearing was Senator Ike Ekweremadu, who was then the Deputy Senate President. And
let me comment there. Who did you say was presiding?
Well, Senator Ike Ekweremadu, he was the presiding senator for the bill public hearing. And the sponsor, the chief sponsor was Ifeanyi Okowa, now governor, but then Senator Ifeanyi Okowa.
Are you hearing that? The person who was presiding over this particular crime and the criminal syndicate and cartel is Ike Ekweremadu. Where is him today? He's serving prison in the United Kingdom for organ traffic. For organ trafficking. The same thing have landed him into prison in the United Kingdom. But you know, when we start to shout, some people out of their jealousy, out of their envy, they don't want to take what we are saying very seriously. Today, he is serving prison, 10 years imprisonment for organ trafficking. Exactly the same thing this guy or this man was warning Ike Ekweremadu when they were ganging up to do this thing. And one thing about him is that he decided to catch the fish alive, bundle the fish from Nigeria to United Kingdom. So who knows how many people they have strangled, harvested their organ and transported it to wherever they are going. Ike Ekweremadu only, he didn't do it like that. He decided to carry the whole human being from Nigeria to the United Kingdom without due process.
And just sitting by his side was also the presiding senator for the bill public hearing. And the sponsor, the chief sponsor was Ifeanyi Okowa, now governor, but then Senator Ifeanyi Okowa. And just sitting by his side was also Dr. Chris Ngige, who was then a senator. So all of them were there. And I made this argument directly pointing out Section 48. That Section 48 makes an exemption that is impossible. You don't exempt. There is no situation in medicine where you can overrule or say the consent is waived. Consent is never waived. It could be transferred to the next of kin, but
so all these atrocities, they are not hidden. They will come out one. and this is one of them.
And the Association of General and Private Medical Practitioners of Nigeria as the committee chairman of the National Health Act. And presiding over this National Health Act public hearing was Senator Ike Ekweremadu, who was then the president. And
let me comment there.
Well, Ike Ekweremadu was the presiding senator for the bill public hearing, and the sponsor, the chief of if I down about Senate, this
particular crime and criminal syndicate and cartel is Ike Ekweremadu. Where is him today? He's serving prison in the United Kingdom for organ traffic. For organ trafficking. The same thing have landed him into prison in the United Kingdom. But you know, when we start to shout, some people out of their jealousy, out of their envy, they don't want to take what we are saying very seriously. Today, he is serving prison, 10 years imprisonment for organ trafficking. Exactly the same thing this guy or this man was warning Ike Ekweremadu when they were ganging up to do this thing. And one thing about him is that he decided to catch the fish alive, bundle the fish from Nigeria to United Kingdom. So who knows how many people they have strangled, harvested their organ and transported it to wherever they are going. Ike Ekweremadu only didn't do it like that. He decided to carry the whole human being from Nigeria to the United Kingdom without due process.
And just sitting by his side was also the presiding senator for the bill public hearing. And the sponsor, the chief sponsor was Ifeanyi Okowa, governor, but then Senator Ifeanyi Okowa. And just sitting by his side was also Dr. Chris Ngige, so who was then a senator. So all of them were there, and I made this argument directly pointing out Section 48, that Section 48 makes an exemption that is impossible. You don't exempt, there is no situation in medicine where you can overrule or say the consent is waived. Consent is never waived. It could be transferred to the next of kin, but it's never waived in any situation. That is part of the Helsinki Declaration. So it's an international treaty. So we cannot make an exemption here in Nigeria. Then I also pointed out